Before we start, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next one, because today you're about to discover 6 AI tools that can literally do the work for you while you focus on the big picture. Got any ideas for future videos? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you want to see next. Imagine waking up tomorrow and half your tasks are already done. Your content is written, your images are generated, your emails are answered, and your workflow is automated without you lifting a finger. That's not the future anymore. That's right now. And if you stick with me for the next few minutes, you'll see exactly how people are saving hours every single day using AI in ways that most people still don't know about. The first tool we need to talk about is powered by OpenAI, and it has become the backbone of productivity for millions of professionals around the world. What makes this kind of AI so powerful is not just that it can answer questions, but that it can think through problems, generate structured ideas, and execute complex tasks in seconds. People are using it to draft emails, create marketing campaigns, write code, summarize documents, plan projects, and even brainstorm business ideas. The key insight here is that AI works best when you stop treating it like a search engine and start treating it like an assistant. Instead of asking for short answers, you give context, goals, and constraints, and suddenly it produces results that feel like they came from a human expert. The real productivity jump happens when you combine this with your workflow, meaning you don't just use it occasionally, you rely on it as a daily thinking partner. Professionals who understand this are not just working faster, they're working differently because they're outsourcing the cognitive heavy lifting to AI. The second tool is one that completely changes the game for visual content creation, and that comes from Midjourney. What used to require graphic design skills, expensive software, and hours of work can now be done in minutes. Entrepreneurs are generating product mock-ups without photographers. YouTubers are creating thumbnails without designers. Marketers are producing ad creatives without agencies. And storytellers are visualizing entire worlds without drawing a single line. The deeper shift here is not just speed, it's accessibility. Creativity is no longer limited by technical ability. If you can describe something clearly, you can create it. That means ideas are becoming more valuable than execution skills, because execution is increasingly automated. People who understand how to prompt effectively are essentially directing a creative team made entirely of algorithms. And that's a massive advantage in a world where attention is currency. Next comes a tool that feels almost invisible, but can transform how you organize your entire life in business. And that's the AI built into platforms from Notion. Imagine having notes that write themselves, project plans that generate automatically, meeting summaries created instantly, and databases that organize information without manual input. Instead of staring at a blank page wondering how to start, you describe what you need and the system builds the structure for you. Students are using it to create study guides, teams are using it to manage projects, and creators are building entire content calendars with minimal effort. What's powerful here is the removal of friction. Most productivity systems fail because they require too much manual maintenance. When AI handles the setup and the upkeep, you actually use the system consistently, and consistency is what creates results over time. Another tool that truly does the work for you operates more behind the scenes, but once you understand it, you realize how much time you've been wasting on repetitive tasks, and that tool comes from Zapier. Automation used to require programming knowledge, but now you can connect apps together so that actions happen automatically. When someone fills out a form, a document gets created, an email gets sent, a spreadsheet updates, and a notification appears, all without you doing anything. Businesses are using this to automate customer onboarding, lead management, invoicing, and internal communication. The real power is that automation compounds. Saving 5 minutes on a task doesn't sound impressive, but saving 5 minutes on hundreds of tasks every month adds up to hours or even days of reclaimed time. People who build automated systems once often benefit from them for years, which means the return on investment is enormous compared to manual work. Now, let's move into something that feels almost futuristic, and that's video creation, powered by AI from Runway. Video used to be one of the most resource-intensive forms of content because it required cameras, editing skills, lighting, and production time. Today, AI can remove backgrounds, generate scenes, edit clips, create effects, and even produce entirely synthetic video content. Content creators are accelerating their workflows dramatically. Marketers are producing campaigns faster, and educators are creating visual lessons without production teams. The deeper implication is that video, which is the most engaging medium online, is becoming accessible to everyone. When barriers to creation disappear, competition increases, but so do opportunities. People who learn to use AI video tools early gain an advantage because they can experiment more, produce more, and refine their style faster than those relying on traditional methods. The sixth tool is one that surprises people the most because it feels almost magical, and it comes from 11 Labs. This technology can generate realistic human voices from text, clone voices with permission, and create narration that sounds natural and expressive. Podcasters are using it to produce episodes faster. Video creators are generating voiceovers without recording equipment. Companies are building automated customer support systems, and educators are creating multilingual learning materials. Voice used to require performance skills and recording setups, but now it can be generated instantly. This changes how content is produced because you can iterate quickly. Instead of recording multiple takes, you adjust the script and regenerate the voice. That flexibility dramatically reduces production time and increases experimentation, which leads to better results. What connects all these tools is not just automation, but leverage. Leverage means you can produce more output with the same or less effort. In the past, scaling work required hiring more people or working more hours. Today, scaling work increasingly means using smarter tools. Individuals with AI assistance can sometimes compete with entire teams from just a few years ago. That shift is changing entrepreneurship, careers, and education. People who adapt early often benefit the most because they build skills while the technology is still evolving. Another important point is that AI doesn't replace human creativity or intelligence, it amplifies it. The best results come from collaboration between human judgment and machine efficiency. You decide the direction, the taste, and the priorities, while AI handles execution speed and repetitive effort. Think of it like having an intern who never sleeps and learns instantly. Except this intern can also write, design, code, analyze, and organize. The more clearly you communicate what you want, the better the results you get. There's also a mindset shift required to fully benefit from these tools. Many people try AI once or twice, get average results, and assume it's overrated. But the people who see massive productivity gains are the ones who experiment continuously. They refine prompts, combine tools, automate workflows, and integrate AI into daily routines. Mastery doesn't come from a single use. It comes from repeated interaction. The learning curve is real, but it's much shorter than traditional skill development. Because AI handles much of the technical complexity, we're also entering an era where knowing how to ask good questions becomes more valuable than memorizing information. When knowledge is instantly accessible, the competitive advantage shifts toward problem framing, creativity, and decision-making. AI becomes a tool for thinking, not just doing. People who understand this use AI to explore possibilities, simulate scenarios, and evaluate options faster than ever before. If you're wondering where to start, the simplest approach is to pick one area of your life where you feel friction. Maybe writing emails, creating content, organizing tasks, or managing repetitive work, and introduce AI there first. Once you experience time savings in one area, you naturally start looking for other opportunities to automate and optimize. Over time, you build an ecosystem of tools that support you, almost like a digital workforce operating in the background. The exciting part is that this technology is still improving rapidly. Capabilities that seem impressive today may feel basic in a year. That means the earlier you start learning, the more prepared you'll be for future advancements. Waiting until everyone else adopts these tools often means you're playing catch-up, while early adopters are already comfortable and efficient. Now I'm curious about you. Which of these AI tools are you most interested in trying, or are you already using some of them? Let me know in the comments because I read them all and your experience might help someone else watching this video. If you found this helpful, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss upcoming videos where we explore more ways to work smarter using AI instead of harder. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.